Today we're going to make some button magnets. We need some buttons, of course. We need a button cover kit. You can get these at the craft store. We need a little scrap of felt, a little scrap of fabric, some kind of a stiff paper, like a cardstock kind of paper, and a magnet. The button kit will have a pattern on the back, so you can make the proper circle for the button. So I already have that cut out, and I've actually even marked the center of it because that's going to be helpful in a minute. But what we need to do first is we need to prepare the back for these buttons. So I'm going to take the top cover that we're going to be using, and I'm going to use it as a template, and I'm going to trace around this cardstock that I have, and then I'm going to cut that out. Cut out now. The next thing I need is the little scrap of felt. I'm going to put this down on here and use it as a template to trace around the felt. So you can either trace it or just take your scissors and cut around that. I'll go do that real quick. Okay, I had that cut out. Now what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to grab some, my glue gun. You can use fabric glue too, or even white glue if you want. I'm going to glue this right on top of that. Be sure to get the glue on the edges and in the middle both to get that secure. So I have that glued down. It's nice and secure all the way around. Now the next thing we need to do is get the buttons glued on this. So we're going to start with, I have some blue ones. These have 2 holes in them, so I can decide if I want them facing out or facing in. I think I'll have them facing each other like that. So just go ahead and arrange it so your buttons fit on. I'm using 5 buttons. 6 would be awfully tough to get them to fit. You're going to find the buttons kind of slide off because of the height of the felt and the cardstock, but that's okay. Because you'll be able to glue them on. So they're probably going to be about that far apart. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm just slide them off real quick. I'm going to take the glue gun and I'm going to do half at a time. I'm just going to be really liberal. Actually, no, I'm going to do the whole thing at once. Let's get all the glue on there. Really coat that well. And then let's get the buttons rearranged again. This is where fast action helps. Okay, that's pretty well cool. It's pretty well secure. In my haste of explaining how to do it, I realized I didn't line up my buttonholes, but you know what? I don't care. So the next thing we need is we need the button cover and the little kit that comes with it. If you buy a button kit, it comes with this. This is the pusher, and this one's called the mold. So we're going to put the mold face down. We need to have our piece of fabric too. So, and that template. So I want to use this, I want this right here to be the middle, to go right in the middle. So I'm going to fold right there. I think that's the middle. And then I'm going to place, like I said, I'd marked that middle there. I'll place that right there. I'll go ahead and trace that. Alright, and I'll cut that. So if a piece of fabric looks like that, that's the middle. So I'm going to place this right over the middle of it. So it'll go, the middle's going to go right in the middle of the mold. Push it, I'm going to push it into the mold. And then I'm going to look, I can see through just a little bit, I'm not sure you can, but I think I'm pretty much dead center, so I'm going to leave it as is. Otherwise you can just pull it back out and do it again, because this push is easy. Now I'm going to put, I need to put the back on, but I don't need that. That's like for sew-on buttons, I don't need that. I'm going to actually pull that off. Okay, so it's going to go face down, the smoother edge is going to go face down, the kind of sharper edge goes face up. So push all your fabric into that, make sure it's all held. Just make sure we're good, it looks like it. Then we're going to take our pusher and we just press down on it and it locks it in. And then you just pop it right back out. Yeah, ooh, that looks nice. Okay, so that's going to go over here is what's going to happen next. What I need to do though is I need to put some glue on there. It's going to be hard. Oh, I missed a spot. I'll just glue that down. That's important. You need to be careful about making sure it does all catch, because I didn't, obviously. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to be really liberal on the inside edge of the buttons with the glue. You can never have too much hot glue. Alrighty. And then I'll put it, and just work it around. And then I'm going to let it cool for just a minute, and then I'll double check to make sure it's completely secure. If not, I'll just pop in some more glue. Yeah, it looks like I missed some here. So I'm going to go ahead and get some more on button. That's probably the trickiest part of this, is getting the glue in the right spot when you're putting this part on. What I need to do now is just flip it over and get my magnet on. So I have round magnets. If you have strip magnets, you can cut those too. There are some that have the peel-off paper. They don't stick as well as I would like. You can use them if you'd like to, but I'm a big hot glue fan. So I'm going to put a big old glob there. Put my magnet on. Of course, we're going to let that cool a little bit more. A couple button magnets, super quick, easy project.